Welcome to How to Dance with a Partner. Like and subscribe. You can dance salsa just knowing the basic steps. Surely, though, you will want to know how to turn. So we have what's called a spot turn, turning in place. And then later on, we'll look at how to change sides and to turn while you're changing sides. With that small number of moves, you can combine them into a wide variety of choreography to fill out your salsa dance. In this video, we're going to look at what's called a spot turn. In a spot turn, you turn in place. Let's watch these dancers. So he's turning by himself, and he ends up, a spot turn, you turn and end up in the place that you started. And now she's going to turn in place. This is called a chase, by the way, when one person turns and then the other person turns. Let's look at that again without me stopping the video. He turned in place, she turned in place. Now they're turning independently, and that's not being led. That's just when you're not touching each other, you can do whatever you want. Now he's going to lead a turn, a spot turn for her. Let's watch. So that was an overview of the spot turn. She does the same steps when she's turning by herself or when she's being led into the turn. And when he's leading her in the turn, he just does his basic steps. So that was the overview. We'll look at the ladies' steps and the men's steps. Then we'll look at how it's led and followed by any other details. We'll look at the man's steps first. He's standing on his right leg, so that's 7. And this is going to be pause on 8, and this is 1. Do the spot turn. He goes forward on 1. The right foot stays, it's like a basketball pivot. So the right foot stays in place, which is our rule. Only 1 changes, but he's going to pivot around his standing leg. That's his right foot. 2, he's turning his foot so he can pivot around it, but it stays in the same place. And then 3 comes back together. Now you might not be able to spin or complete your spin on 3. He did. That's 3, or plus the pause 4. So you might not be able to get around on that. If you can't get around, you can use the next 3 steps to finish your turn. 5, that's the back half of the basic. 5, 6, 7. Let's look at it again with the leader. He's going to do 2 in a row, so we'll start where he does the 2 in a row. So that was 7 of the previous step. Since he knew he was going to turn, he's turned his toe out early. That's fine. To do your turn, you go forward on 1, 2 stays in place, you pivot around 2, pivot around 2, 2 stays in place, this is a basketball pivot, and 3, you finish your turn. This would actually be better without this space between his feet. Bringing his feet together is a much better turn. I mean, this is okay. 3, now he's managed to finish his turn 3, 4. So he's finished his turn by 4, which is better. But if you only ended up facing, let's say, this way on 3 or even that way on 3, you can use your 5, 6, 7 to finish your turn. 5, that's going to be 6, 7. This is 7. And now let's watch him do it again. This time he doesn't start until 1. He starts his turn. He's just turned his toe out just a tiny bit here on the second one. So forward on 1, and you have to turn around, basketball pivot. 2. Turn around, face the other way. 3, again, the feet are a little better, but they should be all the way together. It would make the turn easier. 3, 4 is the pause, so he finishes by 4, which is good. 5, 6, 7 in place. Again, if you need 5, 6, 7 to finish your turn, that's fine. 5, 6, 7. So that was the leader doing his turn. Let's watch the follower do hers. The follower, in this is a chase, right? So in the chase, when he finishes his turn, she's going to start her turn. But the steps are the same. Forward with the left. Forward with the left. She's starting her turn. Pivot around the right foot. 2. Again, she got all the way around to face the other direction. That's good. 3. Again, she also would be better served to have her feet together here. And she finished also by 4. 5, 6, 7 is the second half of her basic. 5, 6, 7. Let's watch the leader with counting. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Let's watch the follower with counting. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Let's watch the follower one more time. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. This was 3. So she's going to step forward with 4. If she steps directly under her hip with her feet apart, then her left foot is going to be closer to the mirror and not directly in front of her right foot. That's bad. So you don't want to step directly straight, but you actually want to take this foot, which is her left foot, that's her right foot. You want to put your left foot in front of your right foot, not on 2 tracks, right? This is her right foot track, that's her left foot track. We don't want her left foot to stay on her left foot track. We want her left foot to come over in front of her right foot, because you'll see what happens when she turns around. So that's her left foot, her toes are lined up, so she put her left foot in front of her right foot. That's good. So when she turns around, her feet are not in their way. She can move this foot straight forward. But if this foot was over a little further, her legs would be crossed, so that when she turned around, she'd have to swing this foot around, and it would slow her down and be harder to turn. And this is why when you see people dance and some turn so easily and others do not turn easily, maybe you struggle to turn, it's simply because when you step forward, you didn't put this foot in front of the other foot. You danced on 2 tracks. So when you turned around, you were cross-footed. And then you ended up stepping out in this direction instead of stepping straight back where you came. So if your legs were crossed here, you wouldn't easily be able to step back over here. You'd step out here, and then you kind of wobble out of position. So you see how she's bringing her feet right next to each other and straight back. She didn't have to swing her leg around. Now it would have been a little better if she would have brought her foot right here and then turned, but that's okay. And the same thing on that side. When she stepped that way, this foot had to come in front of the other foot. When she turned around finished her other half of the turn, she can bring that foot back. So the thing to remember here is when you step forward, you need to step in front of your other foot, not on 2 tracks under your hips, because then you'll end up with crossed legs. So if she had crossed her legs here and then crossed them again, it takes her off in this direction down here. But if she puts her feet in front of them, then she can just go straight back on both her steps where she needs to. Let's watch her turn again. So she does a good job there. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Visit us at www.partnerdancing.com. Sign up for our free newsletter.